In the quiet town of Blackwood Grove Hollow, dusk fell quickly, wrapping the streets in a shroud of shadows. No one lingered outdoors after dark. They knew better than to tempt the lurking horrors that resided beyond the veil of night. Lila, a curious young woman with an insatiable thirst for the unknown, had always been drawn to the legends whispered among the townsfolk. Tales of an ancient void, a rift that lay hidden in the woods, piqued her interest. It was said that those who ventured too close could feel the weight of unseen eyes watching from within, a malevolent gaze that could consume the soul. One autumn evening, unable to resist any longer, Lila set out into the woods. The air grew colder as she walked deeper into the thicket, branches clawing at her jacket like skeletal fingers. Her heart raced with both excitement and dread. After what felt like hours, she stumbled upon a clearing shrouded in mist. In its center lay a dark pit, pulsating faintly as if it were alive. Lila felt an inexplicable pull towards it. She approached, peering into the abyss. It was unlike anything she had ever seen, an expanse of pure darkness that seemed to swallow the light around it. But as she leaned closer, she noticed something stirring within the depths, a flicker of movement. She blinked, and there they were, eyes, countless eyes, peering back at her from the void. They were hollow and unblinking, each one glinting with a predatory hunger. A chill coursed through her, but her curiosity overpowered her fear. "What are you?" she whispered into the darkness. The eyes blinked in unison, a ripple of understanding passing through them. The void throbbed, as if responding to her voice, and she felt a whisper brush against her mind, a promise of knowledge, of power beyond her wildest dreams. But as she stood there, entranced, she began to notice something else. The eyes were not just watching, they were hungry. The realization sank in like lead. She stumbled backward, breathless, as the whisper grew louder, a cacophony of voices promising everything she had ever desired. Yet the taste of despair laced their words, an unspoken warning of the cost she would pay. Panicked, Lila turned to flee, but the ground beneath her shifted. The darkness rippled, and tendrils reached out, grasping at her ankles. She fought against them, but they tightened, dragging her closer to the gaping maw of the void. The eyes swirled with excitement, their hunger escalating as they sensed her fear. "Help!" she screamed, her voice swallowed by the night. But the woods remained silent, indifferent to her plight. In that moment of desperation, Lila felt her mind unraveling, visions of her deepest fears flooding in, a world consumed by darkness, friends and family forgotten, swallowed whole by the void. Just as she felt herself being pulled in, she remembered the stories, the warnings. Summoning every ounce of strength, she tore her gaze away from the void and sprinted back through the trees, the branches scratching at her as if to hold her back. The voices wailed in fury behind her, the eyes dimming as she escaped their grasp. She burst into the town, breathless and wide-eyed, the comforting glow of streetlights surrounding her. But she was changed. The encounter had left a mark on her soul, a dark whisper echoing in her mind, a reminder of the eyes in the void, always watching, always waiting. From that day forward, Lila could never shake the feeling of being observed. At night, when the world was still, she would often catch a glimpse of shadows moving at the corners of her vision. Sometimes, she swore she could see those same eyes staring back at her from the darkness. No one else seemed to notice, but she knew. The void had not let her go, it had only bided its time, waiting for the next moment she would dare to look back.